The story of Bhakta Markandeya. Once upon a time, in a lush, vibrant forest filled with towering trees, sparkling rivers and colorful flowers, there lived a young boy named Markandeya. Markandeya was no ordinary boy. He was a devoted follower of Lord Shiva, one of the most powerful gods in Hindu mythology. His heart was pure, his faith unshakable, and his love for Lord Shiva knew no bounds. This is the story of Bhakta Markandeya, a tale of devotion, courage, and the triumph of good over evil. The village of devotion. Markandeya lived in a small, picturesque village nestled at the edge of the forest. The village was a place of joy and harmony, where everyone worked together and celebrated life. Markandeya's parents were wise and kind, and they had raised him to be a loving and respectful child. From a very young age, Markandeya was drawn to the stories of Lord Shiva. He would spend hours listening to the elders as they narrated tales of Shiva's kindness, strength, and miracles. One day, Markandeya's parents took him to the village temple, a beautiful structure adorned with intricate carvings and surrounded by fragrant flowers. Inside the temple stood a magnificent statue of Lord Shiva, with his third eye glowing softly and a serene smile on his face. Markandeya felt an instant connection. He bowed his head, closed his eyes, and prayed with all his heart. From that day on, Markandeya visited the temple every day, offering flowers, singing hymns, and meditating. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, Markandeya's parents called him to their humble home. They had something important to tell him. With heavy hearts, they revealed a prophecy that had been foretold by a wise sage. Markandeya would live only until the age of 16. The news shocked the young boy, but instead of being afraid, he smiled and said, "If my time is short, then I will spend every moment in devotion to Lord Shiva." Markandeya's unwavering faith inspired everyone in the village. They admired his courage and joined him in his prayers, creating an atmosphere of peace and spirituality. As the years passed, Markandeya grew into a kind and wise young man, loved by all. The arrival of Yama. On the eve of Markandeya's 16th birthday, the village was filled with a sense of unease. Dark clouds gathered in the sky, and the wind howled through the trees. Markandeya, however, remained calm. He went to the temple as usual, lit the oil lamps, and began his prayers. Suddenly the temple doors burst open and a terrifying figure appeared. It was Yama, the god of death, riding his mighty buffalo. Yama's eyes glowed red, and his deep voice echoed through the temple. "Markandeya," Yama said, "your time has come. It is my duty to take you with me." Markandeya looked at Yama with a steady gaze. "I am not afraid," he said, "but I will not leave this temple until I have finished my prayers to Lord Shiva." Yama, impressed by the boy's courage, hesitated for a moment, but duty called, and he threw his noose around Markandeya, pulling him away from the Shiva statue. As the noose tightened, Markandeya clung to the statue with all his might, his heart filled with devotion. The miracle of Lord Shiva. Just as Yama was about to take Markandeya away, the statue of Lord Shiva came to life. A brilliant light filled the temple, and the ground shook with a mighty roar. Lord Shiva emerged from the statue, his third eye blazing with fury. "How dare you harm my devotee?" he thundered. Yama trembled before the mighty Shiva. "My lord," he said, "I was only doing my duty." Shiva's expression softened. "Markandeya's devotion has touched my heart. From this day forward he shall live forever, free from the cycle of life and death." With a wave of his hand, Shiva broke Yama's noose and restored Markandeya to life. The temple was filled with a sense of peace and joy, and the dark clouds outside disappeared, revealing a sky full of stars. The villagers, who had been watching in awe, erupted into cheers. They celebrated Markandeya's miraculous escape with music, dance, and feasts. Markandeya thanked Lord Shiva with tears of gratitude and promised to continue his devotion for the rest of his eternal life. From that day on, Markandeya became a symbol of faith and courage. His story spread far and wide, inspiring countless others to believe in the power of devotion and the protection of the divine. Imagine this story brought to life in a stunning 3D Disney-style animation. The lush forests, the vibrant village, and the majestic temple would be filled with rich colors and intricate details. Markandeya would be a cheerful, wide-eyed character with a heart of gold, while Lord Shiva would be a towering, radiant figure with a gentle smile. Yama, with his dark, imposing presence, would add a touch of suspense to the story. The musical score would be a blend of traditional Indian instruments and modern orchestration, creating a magical atmosphere. Songs of devotion, courage, and celebration would fill the air, making the story even more enchanting. The moral of the story. The story of Bhakta Markandeya teaches us that true devotion and unwavering faith can overcome even the greatest challenges. It reminds us to face life's difficulties with courage and to always believe in the power of goodness. Just like Markandeya, we can find strength in our beliefs and inspire others with our actions. So the next time you feel afraid or unsure, remember the tale of Bhakta Markandeya and let his story guide you. After all, with faith in your heart, anything is possible.